wasn't for race day, cars wouldn't get done. Anyway, we packed up the trailer last night. We headed out here to California. We're at Progress Group. Progress Group is a company that manufactured the suspension that's on our car that we built for FF Battle. And we really haven't had time to test it on the track, but we want to make sure it handles as good as possible. So they're going to help us with the chassis setup. This is going to be kind of interesting, so let's go see how it's done.
Here today, Carter and Brian have come to us with an Integra project that's going to go to FF Battle. It rolled in with a beautiful powertrain, but an unfinished suspension package. So it had some of our coilover offerings, a CS2 street kit with 350-pound fronts and some stiffer 550-pound rears. Well, the car had been swapped, so it went up to 550 pounds in the front to compensate for the weight. He's also running the aerodynamic splitter, which means he's going to have more downforce on the front, so up in spring rate with that. It minimizes the dive on braking, minimizes the body roll. He's increased the level of grip, so we need to come up with the suspension to meet him kind of at the midpoint here. He's not going to an all-out race tire, he's not going to a slick, so we've opted for spring rates that are in a nice mid-range for him in that 550-pound range. If that car was to be set up on slicks, we'd be looking at possibly spring rates as high as 800 to 1,200 pounds per inch. We set our ride heights and moved into measuring each of the suspension settings, camber, caster, and toe. Document that and take a good look at the specs and move into a race setup where we've got a lot of negative camber and very little toe. So we proceeded to align the car and then put it onto our new digital chassis scales where we establish the corner weights of the car. The goal when scaling the car is the diagonal weights of the wheels to be the same. So that the term is that the cross weight of the vehicle is at 50%. That's a good baseline for going to a track day event or going to a road race event when you want the vehicle to behave the same way turning left and turning right.